Thank you, Larry. It's a privilege to be up here, and we'd also like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming out. And it's an exciting time, clearly, as we welcome the new Brody Jewish Center. So I am a third-year student, and I'm outgoing chair of Hillel's Jewish Leadership Council, which is the student leadership body for Hillel.
Hi, I'm Dreiman. I'm a rising second year and the incoming president of the Jewish Travel Initiative.
So Allie and I are going to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about our personal Jewish experiences at UVA and tell you why we're so excited for the new Brody Jewish Center.
As a Jewish girl growing up in Morocco, I always knew I was different. When my friends celebrated Eid or Christmas, I lit the candles on the Hanukkah menorah or sang the songs to welcome in Shabbat. When I missed school for Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, none of my friends understood why I only fasted for one day, or why my family celebrated the New Year 3 months early. I enjoyed being the go-to girl in all things Jewish, but I only understood my Jewish identity through personal interactions with my immediate family. It wasn't until I came to the University of Virginia last fall that I found the Jewish community and the inherent understanding that comes with sharing more than personal memories, but a history of tradition. My Jewish experience at the university began on the lawn. I filed into a row of chairs at convocation, looking around me at the amazing architecture and contemplating where the next 4 years would lead. As I sat down, I overheard two girls talking about the upcoming Hillel barbecue. My ears perked up as they wondered aloud about the size of the Jewish community and if there would be any cute Jewish boys at the barbecue. Using this as my cue, I introduced myself to the stranger sitting a few seats away from me. In a matter of minutes, we bonded over shared excitement about college and the possibilities that lay ahead. As it turned out, I had just met the girl who would become my best friend and future roommate. Nevertheless, after whispering about which bus to take to get to University Circle and who else we could invite to come along, the three of us had organized our first group trek down Rugby Road. The next day, as expected, 25 first years boarded the outer U-Loop headed towards Hillel. Once we arrived at the barbecue, the mingling and schmoozing quickly began. Second, third, and fourth years reconnected after a summer away. First years were immediately welcomed into the engaging and talkative community. As I looked around at the unfamiliar faces I would soon come to know, I realized that this was the Jewish community I had always searched for. This was the community I could laugh with at shared meals on Friday night and holidays. This was the Jewish community that would challenge me politically, religiously, and spiritually. Despite the perpetual smile spread across my face, I couldn't help wondering if Brian and Rachel were intentionally moving us away from the Hillel building and trying to distract us from the exterior of the house. Whether or not their efforts were deliberate, I wholly look forward to August 2010, when the Brody Jewish Center can fully accommodate all of the incoming and returning UVA students. I know that the first Hillel barbecue in the new building will remind me of how fortunate I am to have such a strong and active Jewish community.
So Allie spoke about the importance of these first barbecues, and let's fast forward a little bit from the barbecue this past year, and we'll go 1 week into the future. And it is the weekly Friday night dinner that more than 100 students share, and we're all gathered around. And I find myself standing in one of the rooms. Unfortunately, we have 3 rooms where we do things, so it all can't be centralized at the same time. But I find myself there speaking amongst this group of students, ready to MC the pre-meal prayers. And I can't help but think to myself, wow, I've come a far way since I came into the building my first year as a wide-eyed student, eager for new opportunities. And it really just hit me. Because for me, Hillel has very much been my Jewish experience here, defined by student leadership. The mission of Hillel at UVA is to provide a pluralistic, welcoming Jewish community at UVA with opportunities for student leadership and meaningful, diverse opportunities. And for me, my student leadership, it's taken a variety of forms. My first year, I came in and I had the opportunity to restructure our student leadership with several other students. My second year, I was fortunate with the guidance of Brian and Jonah to start up a new first-year leadership development group that I can proudly say we've now had 30 Jewish students participate in. And finally, I stand up here today because I've had the opportunity to oversee the student leadership of Hillel as chair of Jewish Leadership Council this year. Now, I bring up all these leadership opportunities because it's really defined the person I am today and built built me for success for the future. And recently I was elected president of the McIntyre School of Commerce for the year ahead for the student government. And I bring this up too because I know that without my experience here at Hillel and these opportunities that Hillel has provided for me, I would not be ready for such a challenge. And while I'm on the topic of McIntyre, as some of you may know, they recently completed a new building themselves. And it's done wonders for the community there the same way that we expect the South Lawn project to do. I bring up these facilities because I feel they have such a magnitude and importance for their respective communities. And it's in much in the same way that I expect and I look forward to the Brody Jewish Center, because I know it's going to unite our Jewish community here around a united purpose and a tangible vision. And that's truly exciting. I couldn't be more ambitious and ready for the future ahead, and it's really just a privilege to be a part of this whole process. So thank you.
On behalf of all the Jewish students at UVA, I would like to thank the Brody family and all of the generous donors who have continuously contributed to the Brody Jewish Center. I would like to thank President Castine and all the administration for their never-ending support, both of the new building and our Jewish community. Thank you to all of the students who filled the building each year and precipitated the need for the expansion to sufficiently accommodate our increasing size. And last but not least, thank you to Brian Cohen and all of the Hillel staff who have worked so hard to bring our community together. I would just like to give Brian a special shout out for his incredible dedication, leadership, and vision, which will truly be missed next year. You have left your mark on UVA, and we appreciate the memories and personal friendships each of us has forged with you. Thank you to everyone who has made this momentous occasion possible. We can't wait to hear your engaging stories and endless laughter in the Brody Jewish Center when it opens in the fall of 2010. Thank you.